All right. Welcome back. We have a guest. Henry, introduce yourself.
From the JABCAST.
What a good way to start a podcast. Don't you guys want to introduce yourselves first again in case
it's
someone's
the listener's first time listening to the podcast, Bryce?
Yeah, you fucking dickhead.
All right.
Yeah, you fucking jackass. What the hell?
Hey, you fucking
What the fuck is wrong with you?
All right. You guys introduce yourselves.
Let's go in order of JABCAST. So it's John. I'm first. I'm important.
Oh,
You're next.
Thank you, John. Very cool.
Yeah.
All right, AJ, your turn.
AJ, you're the alien JABCAST, idiot.
Okay. Well, maybe you should have said something else, like you have curly hair.
You didn't really introduce yourself, John.
I don't. This is a podcast, AJ.
Yeah, but
AJ, just shut the fuck up and introduce yourself right now.
I do stuff. Caesar. Or Bryce.
Hi, I'm Bryce. Okay.
Bryce?
Yes.
Hello?
Hi, I'm Bryce.
Explain yourself.
I'm wanted in 49 states
Shit. Not
Or
for tax
I'm
fraud.
just seeing the word cast.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, your name got double.
Because I think I only heard John introduce himself.
Yep.
All right. I'm C in the JABCAST, and I think I'm the whole world. I'm the whole world cat. The whole word. Fuck. Sorry. I'm the whole word cast. I feel like because I'm the only C here. A single minority American here, Mexican. Hit me up, girls. All right.
Henry, introduce
I'm also a
yourself. You're the
minority.
H in JABCAST, Henry.
Hi. I'm Henry. At this point, I'm very much second-guessing my decision to do this.
I was highly
Thanks for
surprised that
coming to
you even said
JABCAST,
yes in the
folks.
first
I like
place.
to have fun here.
All right.
All right. Bryce, so
introductions.
what should we start with, Bryce?
Oh, we should start with the John. Take it away.
I am our copy pasta master, and as is tradition, we like to have each of our boys here on our podcast read a nice little copy pasta personalized to them. And so, Henry, if you'd love to read this for us, we would absolutely love to have you.
I have to read this whole thing?
Yes.
Yes.
Please.
It's pretty long.
Read
Yes.
it. We've
That's the
read
joke.
longer.
Like, okay, before I read it, just like, one, where'd you get this?
r/copy pasta.
Yeah. Okay. And, what part of this do you think is going to be funny?
The part where you read it, because it sounds just like you.
Okay.
Oh shit! Okay.
I'll just begin then. I absolutely hate strongly interacting massive particles with all. If you have been living under a rock for the past few weeks, simps are hypothetical particles that interact strongly between themselves and weakly with ordinary matter, but could form from the inferred matter. However, this finding has since been discounted based on the further observations of and modeling of the cluster. They are the scum of all human life and unholy demon particles. Also, I don't care that it looks like they scatter off each other and the evidence supporting it, like during observation of colliding galaxies in the Abel 3827, where it seemed that dark matter lagged behind ordinary matter, because I know the truth. Boycott simps.
Let's give him a hand.
Okay, thank you, Henry.
John, that fucking sucked.
It's not my fault Henry's delivery killed it on arrival, okay? It's not my fault Henry's dead.
Yeah, I feel dead. I feel not healthy.
We're literally not even 5 minutes in, and you're already dead. Actually, now we're 5 minutes in, but
Oh, the
Dude,
dog's
that's Bryce's
back.
dog.
it's not my
Bryce's
dog.
for
That is
sure.
not my dog.
That's Bryce, dude.
If it was,
Really?
That's
That's
Bryce.
part you guys
That
are
is not
probably
my
gonna
dog.
Edit this and then leave the dog bark.
if it was my dog, I would have
Yeah.
snapped its neck already.
We're professional podcasters, Henry.
Yeah.
That's funny.
All right.
All right, so
No,
how
that's
should we
funny
start
right there. How do we want to start this? So,
I'm gonna ask-
Henry,
I'm gonna
I
st-
hear you're very popular around our area.
Hot singles in our area. Am I right?
How are you so popular, Henry? Explain to us.
Why so popular? Well, it helps. No, I can't make that joke. This podcast goes on the internet.
Yeah, I was.
Henry, just say
How
it.
am I so popular? Well, right now I'm eating some Harbo gummy frogs, so I guess that would be my answer. Harbo gummy frogs. Give them to all your friends. Give them.
Now, do you recommend gummy worms or gummy bears?
No, it's got to be frog.
Gummy sharks.
Damn,
I do
bro.
like sharks. I love me some gummy shark.
All right.
Swedish.
I got some questions to ask. First, I would ask what your opinion on this whole coronavirus thing is, but if I hear coronavirus about 3 more times, I'm gonna blow my brains out. So I have some other questions I'm gonna ask you. What is your opinion on garden gnomes?
Ooh.
Just in like garden gnome.
Garden gnomes.
I think that there is something to be said for how they. But the whole red hat thing, I don't. All the time.
You ever heard of Keemstar?
Yo, Henry, you wanna
It feels like
go into your settings and turn up your mic sensitivity? You keep cutting out.
oh, that's just because I have awful internet.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll have to make do.
That's fair.
All right.
Oh yeah.
I
Next,
can turn it up. But I can.
what about? Have you seen the hit movie Romeo and Juliet?
Oh yeah. That's a bang.
Oh,
Do you guys
So
think
you-
gnomes are communist? Hold up.
Or red.
They are red.
I mean, they all wear like the same hat. It seems like they're like,
all working in your
the whole,
garden.
like thing about communism is that everyone is like born doing their job, and that's the job that they do. Like that seems what the garden gnomes do. They're like made for a specific function. They do that function. I think garden gnomes live in a communist society.
I mean, that's a very valid point.
I'll restate the
I'll
question.
invite the Henry, not
I'll restate the
Drew.
question. Have you seen the hit movie Romeo and Juliet?
When I was a kid, yeah, I did watch it.
Are you? Oh, it
I
already
didn't think so
it
hard
already
about the
came out.
communist, implications of that.
Have you seen Romeo? Have you seen Sherlock Gnomes?
I did not see Sherlock Gnomes.
So riveting. It's absolutely amazing.
You saw
However, there is this role-playing game that you can do, similar to like something in the vein of D&D or something. That's called For Sherlock Holmes. But one of the aforementioned Sherlock Holmes is a
Did you just say vor?
and four. Yeah.
Vor.
So
Vor.
basically,
I said vor.
Vor. No, I did not say Vor. It's not Vor Sherlock Holmes. You don't eat the Sherlock Holmes.
I thought you meant like a golf reference.
Oh, I love Vor and Gnomes.
Huh? Did the number not immediately come to your mind?
No,
Golf
I did
came to your
not.
mind?
Yes.
Golf was the first thing that came to your
You
mind.
thought I was
Yes.
Just want to get that on
Oh,
record.
and I was like, Vor. And then
I wouldn't put it past you, Henry.
that time
I
I
wouldn't
did
put it
say
past you.
Vor, not Vor.
Vor.
All right, John, you're big enough. You look like you do plenty of Vorin. All right, next question.
I think Michael Cera participates.
All right, next question. What?
Yeah.
All right, next question. What do you think about square manholes?
Shit.
Ooh.
I've never seen one. Have you ever seen one?
No, that's why I'm asking your opinion.
I
If
don't
you
think
came
they
across
exist.
one,
That's my opinion.
what
Well,
about
here.
hectagonal shaped ones? Like have you ever seen a stop sign before? Like that shape.
But I don't think they do manhole covers in that.
How about triangular?
Wait a minute.
I think triangular would be the worst three you just mentioned.
Why is there a GIF if?
AJ, it's
Oh.
on.
Why is
This
it
is funny, I'm cutting out
download
from the
underscore
podcast,
4.jfif? GIF.
Just look at the
That's not a thing I can open.
Well, hold on.
Yeah, it's not letting me open it, bud.
Oh, AJ.
We got
So
a
funny,
virus.
bro.
Sorry.
He just
you're
gave us
gonna
the
get a
digital
file.
coronavirus.
Give me a minute.
Somebody central this guy sending me pictures I can't open.
Hold on. Yeah,
It's funnier
Oh,
every
okay.
time you say it, AJ.
I got it.
What is this, AJ?
It's uploading.
It's really
Give
not
it
going
a
to be
minute.
funny. It's not going to be funny. Don't bother.
Square manhole touch peg. Oh my god,
Oh.
what the fuck is that?
I
They
don't
do
think
exist.
that's a square. That's two triangles. You got.
All right, what's your opinion on
Triangle.
triangulars?
Wow.
A square,
I'm
Henry.
sorry. It
God.
was but a quick Google.
Okay, I have a better question. What's your opinion on square pizzas?
Oh,
Oh, I'm strongly against.
Thank you.
really?
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh,
Who
absolutely.
the
No.
Who
When
the
you
fuck
get
wants to eat the
corner-
centerpieces?
The corner piece, though.
Who wants
yeah, but why
the
get a corner piece
centerpieces?
when every piece could be an outside piece?
Exactly,
Like,
they can all be
you are-
perfect.
Please stop yelling.
That if you're saying that there's a chance that you could get a corner piece, and that means that there's also a chance that you could get like a centerpiece that has no crust on it, and that idea is
That's
You know what? I
that's
will
fair.
agree with that.
Just
I
the
will
thought
agree.
of not having a crust
The
makes me
corner
want
piece
to
is the
die.
best.
yeah. I can understand the value of the corner piece, but it is not worth the value of the crustless piece. Like
Saying
circle
that the
pizza-
Square
risk
pizza,
reward
I
is
like-
not high enough.
yeah,
I like a
the
birthday
circular
party.
pizza, everything has got a crust. Everyone gets crust.
Mm.
Those are just some of my communist views coming out. Everyone should have a crust.
How do you feel about knowing that there's an actual communist at our school named Drew? Do you
Oh
Oh
support
my
him, Henry?
god.
Is Drew communist?
Yes.
Who is a communist?
Drew is a
I don't
Jew is definitely is a
necessarily.
He's so communistic.
But I can certainly understand where his
Necessarily.
ideas are coming from. Well, I can understand where his ideas are coming from. In an ideal world, all right, where
Where humans were
Spotted a
perfect.
communist, ladies and gentlemen.
in a perfect
Communist.
world, in a perfect world, communism worked. Our world is not that world, so communism
The
does
perfect
not.
world, you don't need communism.
Oh.
It's already
That's
called
also
the
true.
perfect world, dum-dum.
All right, well, I have a better question. Confederate or Union? Goodbye, Caesar.
Every single day of the week.
Was that?
Kidding me? The Confederate side is literally the argument is slavery. Are
Oh,
any of you
okay.
guys going to respond the communist side because that's awful?
Oh.
Not communist.
Confederate.
Very fair.
Okay, Confederacy minus the slaves.
Wait, are you saying
There's no confederacy.
Yeah.
You don't have
Yeah.
slaves.
No, they want
like the
individual
main
state
thing that
rights
they fought
versus one big unified country.
What is your debate here,
Well,
Bryce?
Okay, whatever.
I don't
Okay.
understand what you're
Let's
trying to say.
let's get away from the politics. I have a better question. If you
No, I think
Hypothetical question.
What Bryce
I
is
think we
trying to
should-
say that he supports slavery.
Okay, we're moving on.
Bryce-
Next question. Next question. Next question.
Bryce,
Next
hey,
question.
Bryce.
Next question.
no,
All right.
No,
Okay,
we
listen
have
up.
to go on this for a bit more.
No. Next question.
Bryce, you support.
Bruh.
What are you?
Well, he's
Next
from
question.
Georgia.
Welcome to the fucking South.
Next question. Next question. All right.
Okay, you guys
Listen.
should change the name of this podcast to 3 correct people and 1 who believes in slavery.
You know what, Henry? I think that's a good
Okay.
idea.
All right.
Good idea.
Okay. Listen. Just because I own some people does not mean I'm incorrect.
Yes, it does.
That's exactly what it means.
Shut up, carpetbagger. All right. Listen. Next question. You have just been given a cow. You cannot give it away and you cannot sell it. What do you do with it?
I kill it for its meat.
All right, next question.
Good answer.
If you were a tree, what kind of tree would you be, and
What
why?
is this personality test?
Are you asking me what kind of tree I would be if I was a tree?
Yes.
Bryce, you are a
Right.
BuzzFeed quiz.
I'm
Definitely
gonna
bird.
look up. I'm gonna
Definitely
look up
bird.
types of trees.
No, my man's an asp.
You think I'm an aspen?
Yeah, he
You're
likes to
an
surround himself by smaller peons.
I don't
We
think
are
that's
the
how
Henry.
aspens work.
That's
Bruh.
not how trees work, you common.
Aspen.
Bro.
I think I would be a basswood tree.
Good.
Basewood tree. Explain your reasoning.
Basewood.
Well,
Look up the basewood tree.
my voice is very low. They
Right.
say it's a moderately common forest tree,
Hmm.
which is pretty cool. It has rapid growth and a wide range of uses for its lumber. I feel like my lumber's got a wide range of uses.
Yes.
Okay.
And do you know what? Do you know what a use of paper of I said it all right. Do you know what a use of wood is? Paper. Do you know what paper makes? Money. Here in a segue. Segue into the next question. Here's the very.
Bryce, you had like
Oh, I
6
thought that was
strokes
a-
in 1 minute, dude.
All right.
It's like these questions are like rapid fire and they're all bad questions.
Yes.
I love it.
All right. All right. Next question. This is a very good question. What is the color of money?
Oh.
Is it though? Because most money is digital now.
But
So
in
most
America,
there's a
No.
lot.
money is green.
And a lot of money is, coins and gold and. Are you sure about that?
There has not been a gold
What
coin
exactly are
since
you
the
trying to
1950s.
And American currency is green, but what about other countries' currency? We're not saying
There's
American
no
money.
further dissection to that.
Fine, whatever.
Are you okay, bro?
The euro is also green, Brian.
Okay, here's a question: Euro or gyro? Why are they spelling it? Speaking weird.
Oh.
I think it's pronounced Euro. I spent my entire life calling it which I learned recently is straight up incorrect because I was like, anyone want to go get gyros? And they're like, what the fuck are you saying? Can I curse on here?
Can I make a slightly offensive
This is
Jew
a-
joke?
Yes.
Of course, the
You already
slave.
did.
Of course, the
Please
slave
stop circling
supporter wants
back
to
to
say
the
an
Confederate
offensive
debate.
Okay, why do Jews wear bowls on their head?
Oh, thanks, Bryce.
Thank you, Bryce. I
They-
think that's quite enough out of you.
They're not bowls. They're called yarmulkes, and it is to protect your head from.
I forgot you were Jew.
Elaborate on that.
Weren't you guys all in Fiddler on the Roof? Aren't you guys like
Not
super
important.
aware? No.
Important.
I remember the first time I
Bryce
learned.
was also in Fiddler on the Roof. He played the priest. in
I played
Fiddler on
the
Roof.
rabbi actually.
Okay, yeah, that's what a Jewish priest is called.
Yeah, I thought you would know that, bruh.
I do know that.
I remember the first time I learned. Listen, the way I learned that Henry was Jewish is by making a very racist Jew joke in front of him.
I probably got super duper offended. Yeah.
Yeah, you said something along the lines of, "Oh wow, that was very kind to my culture," and some of that. I was like, "Oh, okay."
It was mostly a joke, I'm sure.
It was.
I quite enjoy making fun of myself. It's
Yeah.
pretty easy to make fun.
Nothing that ever comes out of my mouth is serious. Okay, here's a good one. Are you a hunter
Can you
or a
cover your head
gatherer?
cover your head with... What?
Are you a hunter or a gatherer?
Oh, what'd you ask?
Are you a hunter
I feel
or
like
a gatherer?
Henry's a gatherer.
A hunter
Henry's
or a gatherer?
definitely
Are you a streamer or a
Henry's
simp?
gatherer, I feel
Right.
like.
These are all
I'm definitely a
horrible
fucking hunter.
requests. Where are
Bryce, why are
getting
you
these
so
questions?
bad? Did you get off a fucking BuzzFeed quiz or some shit?
Bryce is BuzzFeed.
I think Bryce looked up what question should I ask someone, and this is what he got was a list of these
He looked up
questions.
what question
tree are you-
shouldn't you ask someone?
All right.
I also like that he never lets the conversation get developed about the question. You know, as soon as we're done answering the question, we move on to the next question. There's no time for thought.
Bryce, please.
Okay, here's a very
be
thought-
silent. I
here's a
actually
very
have real
thought-
question for Henry.
Bryce,
wait.
you're the best host ever.
Fine. Okay.
Bryce, I have a
Okay,
real
John. Okay, John.
question for
Okay, John.
Henry.
Okay, John. Go ahead, John. Okay.
So, thank you, Bryce. I don't know if we're allowed to say full names on here, so I'm just gonna say the first name.
Oh no!
Avery.
Oh no!
Named David on March 10th, 2020. Today was my first time being catcalled. The shame and embarrassment hit me at my core, but it was unwarranted. It hurts me that some people think it's appropriate to objectify women and make them feel like this. Oh, before you ask, this is what I was wearing. And Bryce tweeted out a very offensive image, and you said, I think that was inappropriate. Can you please elaborate on that, Henry?
All right, so this was a moment where I was on Twitter. I was just scrolling. I saw Bryce say something like super awful.
Henry, can you define the image?
I believe this is from memory. I believe what the image said was.
I'll send the image to chat. Okay.
I remember.
No, you can remember
well. It said, quote, "Hey girl, do you shit with that ass?"
And it's a picture of Jimmy Neutron's dad.
Close. You were close.
Oh my god.
I've not talked to her since.
To be honest here, I just
There's
I thought
the image.
yeah, damn girl, you shit with that ass.
It's a picture of Jimmy Neutron's
I
dad
felt
looking
like-
fly as fuck.
I felt like Avery in that moment. She was upset. She was not doing great. You know, she was like upset with what had happened to her, and instead of maybe, you know, taking the opportunity to not say anything, like he probably should have, Bryce instead responded with, I don't know, maybe the most offensive thing he could find to respond to that.
I cannot find something. I don't think there's anything more offensive in that moment than that.
In that exact situation, there is not a single image that is more offensive than that.
And since I found beef with another one of our JABCAST members, somebody said, you tweeted out on March 2nd, you said, never gotten a sweeter Venmo for doing nothing at Moet McLean. And it said, fuck $5 for your smile. And Caesar responded, what's your Venmo? And you said, Henry-Kacik. Can you please elaborate on that?
Caesar never sent me money.
I was thinking about sending him 1 cent for being a Jew, but I didn't have 1 cent in my account, so I just left it be.
That would have been a really good joke, Caesar.
Yeah, that would have been it.
Damn, that would have been so
Isn't
funny.
there like a
That would've-
2%
Thank you.
transfer fee?
Now, since I'm digging up beef with all of our people here at JABCAST, I found you arguing with not only one of our members, but 2 of our members. Both Caesar and AJ were both argued with by Henry. Caesar, let me ask you first. On February 14th, you tweeted out, Valentine's Day are for couples, but the single people out there, it's about the homies or crying or whatever fits your schedule. Can you please elaborate on what was going through your mind when you tweeted that?
Wait, did I respond to this?
You did. We'll get to you, Henry.
I did? Oh, Jesus.
So what was going on my mind is I found one of my homies was crying on Valentine's Day, and I was like, damn, bro, it's okay. I'm single. I'm fat. I'm disgusting. We're all in this together.
Okay,
Yep.
okay, thank you. And then AJ responded. He said, still incorrect, homie. Valentine's Day isn't plural, so use is, not are. The apostrophe S is for ownership. It's St. Valentine's Day. Nobody cares about the rest, though, because AJ's grammar Nazi. I'm going to skip over AJ's tweet because I didn't find it important or funny. And Henry responded to that tweet with, wow, just drag him like that. Henry, please elaborate on what was going through your mind.
I think that was a pretty funny response. Caesar was trying to say something positive. AJ came in there like, ha ha, here's my little funny fucking thing. And I
No,
was
no,
like,
because-
wow, you
okay.
really just got it.
Wow.
No, because he tried to tweet that once before, and I was like, hey, dude, it's wrong. And he was like, okay, I'll delete it, and then I'll retweet it. And then he sent out with that, and it was still wrong.
Okay, Mr. Reynolds from English
Okay,
class,
Mr.
have a good
fucking
time.
Adolf Hitler of fucking grammar.
Watch out, Henry.
All right, I am Jewish, Caesar. I think that's offensive.
Okay,
Oh,
and then
forgive me.
AJ also responded a second time by saying, I'm just trying to help a homie out with his grammar, but the thing that he actually sent afterwards, the emoji, was much more interesting because it was the sigh emoji, AJ. How do you feel
The
about that?
sigh emoji?
You sent somebody the sigh emoji.
Because I don't. I don't know.
What was going through your mind when you said that to someone?
Well, okay. Let me travel back.
All right, this was a fun, long, awkward silence while AJ tries
Yeah.
to think of something funny. Just
Okay.
Okay, AJ, thank you for being so funny.
Caesar.
Yeah.
Caesar.
all right. So
See-
You're
I
welcome.
actually have a topic of conversation.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Wow, he's picking up our slack.
Yeah, and I brought this up to Caesar actually before we start recording yesterday. I texted Caesar about this. There's just something I really want to get off the table. You know, really like clear the air here. I've heard that AJ found out about this because Bryce is an idiot, but we did at one point. I'll preface this by saying I owe Caesar $20.
Okay.
Okay.
So
No, listen. I did do something stupid. I did get a little excited, but I did not reveal anything to him. I did get him a little curious, but John revealed it to him because John thought I ruined it.
You literally quoted him saying directly the object of the bet. How could he not know at that point?
It's been like a month since.
Summary, Henry, where's my money?
well, actually, John, I will not be paying each of you $20. We decided it would only be a full split pot, like it was, if everyone paid. So if you end up getting everyone to pay, then you and Caesar can split that money. But as far as I'm concerned, I will be giving $20 to Caesar our.
Can live with that.
All right. Caesar, on the 1st of March, you had tweeted, the 2010s had the best music by far. No. Next topic.
As long as Henry Kacik loses.
The very end of Fiddler on the Roof at the performance, one of the days, AJ was not in the back room, but almost every single other boy was. And I went up to Caesar. Actually, I think it was just me and Caesar at the beginning, and people started filtering in, to be honest.
We did.
And,
It was.
And I walked up to Caesar, and I said, "Hey, Caesar, you want to make..." And Caesar said, "Of course I do." And I was really rooting for our boy AJ. So
He was a fool.
the bet I made here was, will AJ lose his virginity before the last show of Drowsy Shaft? I bet that he would, and Caesar, I will say without any hesitation, there was not a pause at all. Caesar wins. He will not.
Faith in my boy, I see.
And immediately he bet against AJ. So here we have two sides, and I'd like to get AJ's opinion on this, to be honest. I'd like to figure out
AJ's
AJ,
opinion.
You've been on. If you were able to bet in this.
He told me privately. He said he would have definitely gone against himself. No hesitation. He would have bet against his own self.
I don't even have to speak. I can just leave the podcast. John can just speak.
AJ, tell them what you said
Tell them
directly to me when I asked you Henry's question.
I don't have got that good of a memory.
He said, "Oh no, yeah, no, I would bet against me." Quote, end
if you
quote.
had known about it, AJ, do you think you
Think you would have like put yourself out there for it?
You know what? I might.
Damn it.
I might.
That's fair. That's fair. I can see that.
And plus,
That's
by the
a good
way,
thing to do,
John,
really.
I want to clarify that I did tell him. I mean, I didn't tell him. I did say what I said, like, the night before
I'd
opening
like to
night.
clarify that it was.
So it's not like it would have changed anything. So
Wouldn't have had somebody like on lock, Bryce. He could have just dialed her up and said, "Yo, what's up?"
yeah.
So
Everybody else can hear him.
I'm a
Stop
dungo
interrupting,
brain.
Bryce.
Lost interest.
Sometimes, AJ, it's not about whether you have interest or not. That was the worst thing I've ever.
No, for me it is.
Oh.
But no, okay, for me, I care.
Yeah, AJ.
However, comma.
However,
If I knew
however,
about,
me saying AJ.
no, if I knew about that, I mean,
Whole different story.
hold it.
I don't know, Henry.
Caesar, where's my money?
I'm not giving you.
The night of the bet, did I not say to you verbatim what AJ just said?
No, I don't remember.
I said to you the night of the bet, I said verbatim, I said AJ's not going to do it. He actually cares about a woman. He's never going to do it.
Caesar,
Caesar, you remember.
I'd like to take this moment right now to say double or nothing.
Wow.
Double or nothing to the end of senior year.
Oh, the end. Oh.
The end
No.
of my senior.
Yes, the end of your.
The end of my
Yeah.
senior year. Oh.
AJ has everything
All right,
but the
double or
confidence.
nothing.
He has everything but the
Me
confidence.
and Caesar are both in on this, AJ. AJ, this is double or nothing. I will get $40. Okay, if you can lose your virginity by the end of.
AJ, if you don't do it, I'll split with you. I don't.
So it's either. So it seems like AJ, you've got to. You can either have $20 and not lose your virginity,
Or you can,
not have sex
or you
with
can
me.
see Henry.
I can have
get $40.
$40, and you can have sex with a.
Oh, this
That's a
is
pretty
border.
good
This is
bet.
some prostitution right here.
Yeah, this is.
Well, no, no. Okay, it'll only
It's not
be prostitution if we had some girl in the.
No, it doesn't
Yes,
have to
it
be a
would be.
female for it to be prostitution, AJ.
Let me add a female to the chat if that's
Oh
cool.
my!
Oh, please,
Don't
dude.
you dare!
I
Please,
can't find a female on my Discord that's online.
Oh
I know, I feel
shit!
that.
No.
He's looking through his. He's
All
looking
right,
through
John,
his
double
list.
or nothing.
So me and Caesar are now double or nothing on this bet, AJ. I believe in you. Honestly, from the very beginning, this whole bet was because I believed in you.
No, he didn't. He just wanted to lose money.
Yeah,
Henry-
I made a bet. I knew I would lose.
Yes.
Henry, do you remember
That
me?
might be.
Do you remember me chiming in on the bet saying I believe in AJ, just not enough to pay money?
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember
Oh,
that?
yeah, AJ. Bryce also said yes, but like in a coward.
I will say though, AJ, there were quite a couple dudes on your side. You had Jacob on your side for sure.
And they all magically disappeared
Lawrence.
once the bet was lost.
Eric was
Wow,
also
would you
on
look
your
at that?
side. Actually, I think Jacob was on the other side, but Eric was
Yeah.
definitely on your side.
Eric was for Eric was for the money only.
Yeah,
He said there would be a bigger payoff if he said yes, so he said yes.
it was true. There were like a lot more people betting against.
Yeah, so really, AJ, the only person who believed in you was Henry and Eric to an extent for money.
I believed in you, just without money.
Coward.
But
Forward.
Call me what you will, but I have no
does it make you
losses
feel any
here.
better that like through an entire semester of school, practically, I was just voting for you, AJ? I was just silently.
You know what, Henry? I sincerely appreciate that. Thank you.
You're
We also appreciate the fact that me and Caesar are realists, and we knew it wasn't going to happen.
You know what? I think end of senior year. That's
It's like a year away, dog.
That's more than a year away.
And at that point, if I don't win $40, it's going to be sad.
Guys, speaking of senior year,
What?
speaking of senior year, what do you feel about the seniors
not
getting
there.
their PDFs? I mean, their diplomas through PDF form. Rest in
These
peace.
boomers are gonna need to know how to convert a PDF.
Yeah, dude, rest in peace to seniors.
Yeah, this coronavirus has got us all fucked up.
Oh, that's the life you want to live.
Bro, the class of 2020 is stressing, but the class of 2021, class of 2021 is just vibing out here. Okay.
Yeah, we're vibing.
We ain't got nothing to worry about.
Oh, did you guys see the SAT got postponed? Yeah.
Bruh.
Everything's getting postponed, bro.
Oh, finally. I get to be stupid for at least a couple more months.
But you get to be stupid in the privacy of your own home. That's no fun.
Hey, that's true.
Welcome to homeschool,
I hate
boys.
quarantine so fucking
Welcome
much.
to homeschool, boys.
We have the veteran among us. He's distinguished.
So, Bryce, how does it feel to return to homeschool?
Bryce, how does it feel? How does it feel that it feels like you're trapped in a deadly cycle where every time you try to go to school, they're like, no. You know, just because Bryce is going to school, they shut the whole school.
Well, you know, I got my schoolwork in one hand and the noose in the other. So
School didn't get shut down when Bryce wasn't here, you know?
Oh, fuck.
You guys really need to master this whole one person talking at a time.
Yeah.
These are all of
That means one, not nobody.
Bruh.
Henry, you might have to carry this show for us.
I'm trying to talk one at a time, but y'all keep.
I think you might need to bust out the copy
trying to
pastas
bring a
again,
Henry-
John.
Well, I just had so much more to say about this bet with Caesar, and then Bryce just changed the subject.
You know, I'm sorry. It sounded like it was starting to calm down.
right.
I thought it was over, and I felt like that was a topical topic to talk about.
Okay.
Okay.
So we can go back. We can go back to AJ's virginity if you want.
The last tweet, the last tweet I want to clarify on here was what many people considered to be the peak of your stupidity. Are you ready for it?
Yeah.
On January 8th, 2020, you said, and I quote, "Bruh, how often are you supposed to wash a towel?"
I remember this.
I'm glad this is a good tweet. Look, the fact that AJ just laughed at that and several other of you guys just laughed at that means that was a quality tweet.
Well, no.
I will not be out here doxxed for a quality.
Well, okay. It's a quality tweet in itself, but to the responses. John, can you read out the responses?
The responses. Actually, I can't read them all. And this is the reason that I picked this tweet is because of AJ. It is Henry's most popular, responded to tweet by far. He has so many more responses.
Responded.
I would say this is his most responded. I'd say he's got a lot.
By the way, have you looked at my Twitter? Have you looked at my Twitter
banner
headline? The
bio
banner.
Is it?
Yeah, the banner.
It's a wonderful.
I am constantly vibing. Says Woody from Toy Story.
Oh yeah,
I thought that was pretty.
Comedy.
That is
the CEO of Comedy Boys.
But please, I really just want you to answer the question. What inspired you to tweet that? Did you just have a question? If so, why don't you just look it up? Why don't you just look it up on Google, dog?
You got to be generating content, John. If you're not fucking generating content, what the hell are you doing?
I'm generating content right now. I'm on a podcast.
Exactly, right now. But you don't even have Twitter, John. You can't understand what would bring someone to.
He does.
Henry has a fair point. Yesterday,
to electric.
yesterday,
Okay.
John had liked something.
John Twitter.
Yo, yesterday John had liked something I had tweeted, and it genuinely shocked me that John was on Twitter for once in his life.
I do. I'm on Twitter though.
He does.
I would like to say, self-plug, my Twitter is henry.kacik. Follow me, you know.
It's Kacik at
Kacik Henry. At Kacik Henry.
Your own Twitter handle wrong.
Oopsie.
All right.
Oopsie.
Good stuff.
Some other responses are, AJ said every 2 to 3 hours, duh, and you responded extremely seriously, and you said, I'm looking for serious answers here, AJ. Why were you so hostile?
Yeah.
Because I believe that created comedy. I believe that interaction was after I respond.
I got a big sick beaner, aka Caesar Argine 8 at Caesar Argine 8 said, I got you, and he showed the Google report that said, best way to prevent germs from going on a bath towel is to let it dry completely between use. Wash it frequently, washing bath towels after every 3 uses. And you said, I have been doing something seriously wrong.
No, he stuttered in his tweet.
Said, I have been doing something seriously wrong.
Can you elaborate?
Would you like to describe us the process of washing the bath towel before Caesar supplied you with his useful Google information?
I would not. I don't want to roast myself here, but I will say, since that point, my bath towels have been washed every 2 to 3 uses.
I got you, Henry. I got you.
It's good to know that you've at least changed your lifestyle. I really appreciate that you can do that for yourself.
Yeah,
Okay?
I don't think they were some.
From Twitter.
I don't think they were dirty towels I were using, but they were certainly not the cleanest towels I was using.
Cum rags, would you say?
Feel
Question
I
mark.
feel you. Bryce, everybody was thinking it, but nobody was going to say it.
I did. Why do you think
What
they
did you
shut
say?
down the school because of me?
Bruh.
Your dad's blanket.
Oh, God. That fabled blanket. I've heard so much about it. Oh, God, I saw the blanket, John.
What's the deal with that blanket, AJ?
Oh no! It's not with them. What they did with it. It's so. So basically, here I'll tell you the story. So I was here at my house. Rowan was here too. We were hanging out. He was gonna spend the night, play Xbox. We hang out like guys do. So I set up a cot in my room, or whatever room he was staying in. I can't remember.
Gay people do, yeah.
Yes, we were.
Oh, wow.
But we were 5 feet apart because we're not gay. So I set up a cot, gave him a pillow, grabbed a blanket off our couch because we just have a ton of blankets just chilling. So he got in his cot. I got in my bed. He just goes, "What is this?" I look down. He takes his finger. He flicks the blanket, and it sounds like crusty, solid. It is a plank. White stains all over. It is solid. It looked like
God.
it. It was very bad.
And this was in your house, Bryce?
Yes. The blanket.
Yes.
I'm happy to report that this blanket has since been washed. I have not touched it since. I'm afraid. I'm scared for my
Why
life.
didn't you burn it?
Oh, the
That's
fumes.
a perfectly
the
good
fumes.
blanket, AJ.
Okay, no, it is not.
I'm sorry. I'm confused here. Here's the way that Bryce is telling this story is he's telling her it was not his cum on that blanket.
I live with my family. It could have been any one of my family.
So it wasn't. Are you saying officially that was not your cum?
It was not my cum.
Was that your response to that? Did you just say cum?
Yes. No, I didn't just. I didn't. I didn't just say. No. It's not mine.
Said it was not his.
It's not mine.
his.
It's not
Those are
mine.
dangerous implications.
It's true.
So, Rowan has since been scarred. I have since been scarred. I did not like that.
Yes.
I still
Please.
actually
Begging you.
I still have the cemetery blanket. I don't know if that's a story worth telling.
Oh yeah, that's so worth telling.
Okay, so
Please
basically
do.
on the last night of the last show of Drowsy Chaperone, we had how many hours just of downtime to do whatever?
3 to 4. 3 to
Yeah,
4.
we had 3 to 4 hours.
of downtime.
I had my van. All the boys hopped in. Let's see, who was in there? Jacob, Chance, Caesar, John. John, were you there?
Me.
Rowan was there. Yeah, it was,
And
okay.
you guys really hotboxed them.
Not me.
God, I wish.
hanging out with-
God, I wish. No, but we were
Who were you
driving.
hanging out with? Was that a girl? Was that a female?
No, Kenneth.
Oh,
Kenneth R.
Hanging.
Excited for you.
So okay. So basically,
AJ, that's kind of cringe, NGO.
so basically, after we went to the store and drove
Instead
around
of hanging
a
out
bunch,
with his boys, AJ hung out with.
Yeah.
AJ ditched us to play Lego Star Wars with Kenneth.
Yeah.
what
And he
Wow.
thought he was the cool
what a simp.
You know, I really was on the wrong side in that bet. I now
Oh
realize.
my God.
Yeah, dog.
Damn.
So continue the story.
Okay. So we were driving
As
around
AJ
as we do,
remember.
and I'm like, you know what? Let's go to the cemetery. Because we're bored, we're teenagers, we have nothing better to do, and I have a car. So, after drifting around every snow-covered corner I could find, we finally made it to the cemetery. We drove up the driveway into the cemetery. Now, Henry, I don't know how much you know about this cemetery. I don't know if you've ever been there or not. But,
With no other context, yes, I have.
okay. It is a good spot to go to. So,
Infer for yourself what that means.
it's a good spot to go to. So basically, we went, and on the fence facing the cemetery, there was some sort of cloth, clothing, blanket, whatever. We didn't know what it was. I thought it was a hoodie. It looked like a hoodie. So I ran over there, and there's about I don't know, 3 or 4 feet of snow between me and it was about 3 or 4 feet deep. So it was a big chunk of snow. I didn't want to just jump in, but I did. I jumped in. I grabbed the blanket. That is a false statement, actually. That is a false statement. We have another Chad in our midst, but still, I'll continue the story and we'll get on that topic later. So basically, I grabbed this blanket, I yanked it off the fence, and it was frozen, and it was covered in something. We don't know. There's some stains on this, and it was bad. So I basically threw this half-frozen blanket into my car, bunch of boys screaming. I thought it got thrown out of the car, but apparently it got thrown into the trunk of the car. So I'm like, boy, oh boy, this is great. So basically, I brought it home, and it's been living in my closet ever since. So yeah, that is the cemetery blanket. And people, for some reason, are terrified of this blanket. Like, I told Connor about the story, and he's like been so scared to touch it, and everybody's just been terrified of it.
You know why they're terrified of that blanket, Bryce? It's because it says 8.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
I mean, he's right. He's right.
A cemetery cum blanket, as we like to call it.
I just tweeted out to prove Henry wrong, and I'm so mad, honestly.
All right, so would anyone like to elaborate on what Henwardo just put in the group chat?
Let's see what you put.
Is there, if you would like to read it because it's technically about you, that would be delightful.
Start from the beginning.
I'm the only non-virgin in this podcast, so go ahead. You consult Caesar. Wow. Yes. Thank you, Henry. Thank you, AJ. Thank you. AJ, if I win this bet, I'll give you all of them.
Now,
Yes, I
Caesar.
will.
Caesar.
That's $40 right there.
That's bribery. That's bribery. Hold up. You can't fucking do that.
It's
Now
like-
you have to skew the entire bet. This is unfair.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Caesar.
I mean,
You know what I mean?
Caesar, would you like to tell us a
Well,
story
I'll double.
of how you proved?
Do you know what Wait. Do you know what I honestly love the most about this bet now that AJ's clued in on it? Is that now when AJ's like all through senior year, if AJ ever gets into a chance where he's able to have sex, he's going to have to look at the girl and think in his head, like, do I want to have sex or do I want $20?
$40.
$40.
Is sex worth $40 to you, AJ?
During one of
Like, that's going to
one
have
of
to
the
go
most-
through his head. He's going to have.
one of the most intimate moments of his life, AJ is going to be thinking about Henry, Caesar, and
$40.
I'm going to say to you, John, losing your virginity is not one of the most intimate moments in your life.
It's not. It really isn't.
AJ. For AJ,
It's usually not great.
Henry really just pulled up and said 5 out of 10.
Well, it's not
Wouldn't
great
do
for
it again.
everybody in the situation, but
I'm not trying to roast the girl who I lost my virginity to. I'm just saying
Was
that,
it?
like,
Who was it?
I'm not going to say it on this podcast on the internet.
can you give us a letter to the first name?
The letter to the first name was A, is all I will say.
Oh,
Avery much. That's it, boys. We discovered it.
Avery.
It was not Avery.
That's why he got so defensive.
That's why he white knighted her. That's why he white knighted her.
That's why he's simping
Oh,
for her.
Absolutely not.
He's simping.
I'm so
For sure
proud.
not Avery.
Caesar.
Boy.
Put that dog down.
What?
Put that dog down.
Euthanize the dog, Caesar.
Ethan.
Hey, what? Oh, the dog? He's so old. Just let him.
Didn't say it, Bryce did.
Oh, Bryce, you're a fucking pug. That thing's gonna die if it goes in the
Caesar.
fucking.
What?
Dog quiet for the podcast.
We're
Make your
talking-
dog quiet for the podcast.
Euthanize your
fucking
dog.
can't. It's too fucking.
It's quiet. It's quiet now. It's quiet now, boy.
You're like the Mexican kid in that. You're like the little Mexican kid in the game lobbies. Just has a bunch of shit going on in the background with a shitty mic.
Not my fault. Okay.
It
Got
kind
the
of.
vacuum off.
And then your mom screaming at your little sibling in the background while smacking it with the sandal.
Jesus Christ.
The chonkala.
Oh, we should get Henry to read the Thanos one.
No.
That's so
Hey, what?
wrong. We already proved that Henry does not like reading things in this podcast.
Damn. All right.
Henry did not
Yeah,
fancy
I
the last
did
one we
like
had.
struggle. I struggled a lot to read that thing.
Henry was on
Yeah,
the
boy,
struggle bus.
let Henry be. He's had,
All right.
he's having a tough
Let him
time.
be, Bryce.
You know, he's gay. He's a Jew. It's tough these days for a minority.
Goddamn. We.
Okay.
Caesar, are you implying that it's bad to be Jew?
Oh, it's not bad. No.
Anti-Semitic, bro?
Yes, totally.
Bro, I think
fucking
Caesar's
wear-
anti-Semitic.
I
Caesar's
fucking
a
wear
Nazi.
a swastika on the back of my neck. Yes.
Oh, thank you, Caesar. Oh,
Goddamn.
cool.
This podcast is more diverse. This podcast is more diversity than a bag of jelly beans.
I'm learning so many things about Bryce and Caesar on this podcast and how they both support things that should not be supported.
Yeah. Bryce loves slavery, and Caesar hates Jews.
Wonderful.
Amen, brother. Amen.
Okay.
We've got a nice.
Let's be
We've
real
got
here.
quite a crew coming together.
We're the unpopular opinions.
So I can't wait to find out what John and AJ's unpopular opinions are. But so far, Bryce is just literally the concept of slavery, and Caesar's is the.
I can
So
believe that.
both
I
of
feel
them-
like John's
both of
unpopular
them
opinion would be
support
food
the losing
related.
side in war. Both Bryce and Caesar support the not winning side of their individual war.
It's true, they both lost that war.
Okay, boomer.
Oh.
Such as Caesar, please elaborate.
I need to back it up.
So Henry.
Is what you're saying that like there were a lot of Jews killed, so like overall success for you?
Oh.
No.
Oh.
Listen, I don't condone.
You're
I don't
just digging
condone murder.
yourself a deeper and deeper hole, dude. Just
I don't.
stop talking.
I don't condone murder.
Just stop talking, dude.
Like,
I do.
But he does condone.
Thank you, Bryce.
Okay, Bryce.
What did Bryce say?
I said I condone
He
murder.
does condones murder.
Oh, what the fuck, Bryce?
Only in certain
Henry,
circumstances.
Since our guests at home don't know much about you, Henry, Bryce, please be quiet. I'm trying to talk. Since our guests at home don't know much about you, Henry, I looked up some interview questions, and we're just gonna knock some of them right off the list, okay?
We're like halfway through the podcast.
We're like all the way through the podcast.
Oh, we're like an
First thing
hour
that-
in.
Hold on, let me check what
Yeah,
time
the
we're
first
at.
thing that I
We are at 57 minutes.
6:11, and it is now 7:05.
We're at 57 minutes and
Yeah,
23
so
seconds.
Henry, before we go, Henry, why should we hire you? Basic interview questions.
I don't
Why
think
should
he
we hire
wants
you?
to be hired by us.
Oh, he doesn't.
Yeah,
but
I'm
I'm
gonna be
asking you why
honest.
we
I'm
should.
not looking for a job here.
You came to the job interview, so you better show up to the job interview, Henry. Okay? Don't act like you
'cause
can't be here.
I'm a hard worker.
Your talents in the field
Oh.
of sign.
Oh,
What are your
really?
talents in the field of sign flipping?
Sign flipping. Well, as you saw probably on my Snapchat story, I can do the basic flip. Can do a double flip.
Yeah.
The other, and I
Can you do bigger
I can
signs?
turn the sign.
What is your maximum diameter for a sign?
What's your favorite sign
Was
shape?
maximum diameter.
Ooh,
They're 2 feet or something, maybe.
sweet.
Give me some dimensions. Give me like 5 by 11. What's the biggest sign you can hold?
Biggest sign I can hold. I can hold, like, just holding it,
Yeah.
hold big sign. I've
Well,
got
how-
big, strong muscles for big sign.
Okay.
Well,
Okay,
what is
Henry.
what is the biggest sign you can twirl then? I suppose is the follow-up question.
John, this is a question that has very difficult. Because honestly, you'd have to like tell me different size proportions and like stop you at the max size.
If you want a future at Sharky's, you're going to answer this question.
To be
right
honest,
now.
I thought a sales position for Henry wouldn't be a very good idea.
I
Sign
work.
twirler.
I'm only a sign twirler because of coronavirus. We have to sell burritos at the side of the road. Usually, I don't.
I think there's a very different reason that we're not going to get into that you're a sign twirler, Henry.
Damn.
Oh my god,
Damn.
John.
Finish roast.
Does anybody else have anything for Henry before? I think we're going to close up. Bryce, are we in closing the 1 hour mark? Bryce,
Huh?
you
Are
there?
you guys just gonna publish this as an hour of unfiltered audio, or are you actually going to like edit
gotta
this
I think
and
send
that?
AJ's actually going to edit it this time. AJ's going to edit.
I'm probably going to
It's
edit
the
it.
deal
Yeah.
between him and Bryce.
I'll
I'm
do the
so
intro
proud.
song and I'll edit it.
Yeah, make a
Okay,
good
great.
song.
So, Bryce, do you have
What?
Bryce? Are we at the period where you want to close this podcast?
We are at an hour 19 seconds. So yes. I mean,
Now we're 19 seconds.
judging by the
Anybody
tone of
have
Henry's
any
voice,
closing
he sounds like
questions?
he's on the verge of suicide. He does not sound like he wants to be here anymore. So we will not hold him captive any longer.
Hey, this correction. I've not wanted to be here the entire.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
You
All right,
determined this
fair
way
point.
from the beginning.
That just solidifies my
Go
point.
ahead and listen back.
All right, so basically, we won't hold you here any longer. We appreciate you coming on. The first and last
Yeah,
ever episode
absolutely.
with Henry Kacik.
Oh, this is the last time I'll ever.
I mean, you can come on if you want, but
Bryce.
You don't think I'll be a fun returning?
Oh my goodness.
I don't think
Bryce.
you'd want to be a fun return star.
have you heard yourself? You sound
You're
dead inside.
Mongol.
All right, well,
What a
anyone,
fun
any?
way to close up the fucking podcast.
But
What a
no,
fun
but
way.
for real though, I really appreciate you coming on. am glad you actually. I was very highly surprised that you said yes to coming on. No questions
I was
asked.
too. We were all very surprised in our
Little to no
podcast
questions
group
asked.
chat. We were all completely shocked.
We have a couple other guests coming on pretty soon here. Connor Murdoch.
Do you want to say anything before we wrap up this episode? Of
No, I
JABCAST
think I've said
episode 2
quite
with Kacik
enough.
Henry?
I think I've said quite enough.
I just want to say, invest in Bitcoin, buy gold, and I have to pee so bad right now.
Well,
thank
we
you for
won't hold
coming
you
to
up anymore.
JABCAST, fellas.
Thank
We
you.
love you. We'll see you next time.
Yes.
Yeah, you guys are
Next
welcome for
Yeah,
coming
see ya,
on.
boys.
Yes. Thank you very
I'll
much.
see you
All right.
guys, and I think I should be on again at least when you guys check in on a bet. End of season year for sure. I should. Be
Oh,
on the
we'd
podcast.
love
Oh,
we'd
yeah.
love to have you again.
We'll
We'd
have
love
you-
to have you again.
We'll have you on right before graduation. Right before graduation, we'll get you back on.
Graduation's
I'll
going to be
check in
held
with
on a
AJ,
Discord
you know.
call.
So,
I hope you know this
am I
right.
gonna be your guys' first guest? Because that's kind of huge.
Yeah, you are.
Yes, you are our first guest.
You are our first guest, Henry.
Wow, that's all.
You took our guest virginity, bro.
You're my
Well,
Henry.
All right, before I say anything
you
else
guys
that's
for
going to get
having
me in
me on.
some serious trouble, I'm going to say that's enough. Thank you for coming on.
Bryce loves slaves.
Yes.
Bryce
No.
loves slaves.
Okay.
Bryce
Goodbye,
loves
everybody.
slaves.
Goodbye, everybody.